it. She rented out the whole restaurant, shut it down, gave her credit card and said, let the girls order what they want. And that wasn't supposed to happen. She just did that for us. And that was really kind of her.
Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go.
What's going on, y'all? This is Oliver Twixt, your nerd boy cutie, reporting for duty, here to do the Lord's work once again. And I'm here today with a special exclusive behind the scenes video. Now, you guys have seen me on the internet in my vlogs, my interviews, and even reality TV, but a lot of times you guys don't see me at work when I am content creating. I specialize in social media and YouTube videos, which means people hit me up for promos, commercials, special marketing videos, green screens with special effects and crap, vlogs, documentaries, trailers, presentational reels. Today, I'm taking you guys behind the scenes of me working with Spice, the dance hall queen, as she releases her debut album 10 while being filmed for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 10. Here we go. Good morning, y'all. Good afternoon, actually. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? Did y'all sleep well last night? Did you guys have a nice grand rising this morning in the world, wherever you are? Come on in the classroom. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm very excited for today. I am extremely excited today. First of all, what's going on, y'all? This is Oliver Twixt, your nerd boy cutie, reporting for duty, here to do the Lord's work. What's up, God? And today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Brenda from America's Next Top Model, Cycle 14. Finally, some more Cycle 14 content. You know, I did not realize we haven't talked to many people from Cycle 14 until I was reading the comments about it. I was like, we have not spoken to a lot of people. Now, I will say I have spoken to a lot of the Cycle 14. Well, not, I won't say a lot, but I've spoken to a substantial amount of them, and I'm still trying to get some scheduling confirmed to get them here in the classroom for you guys. Y'all know how I do. I don't like to spoil anything until I know for sure it's going to happen. But today, it's all about Miss Brenda. I just want to take this time to say, we're going to show Brenda love today. We're going to do this whole thing very nicely, smooth and easy. We ain't going to do it rough like Tina said. Because, as I've always told y'all, one, I'm not a fucking interviewer. I'm not an interviewer. I'm just a nosy bitch who knows how to conduct herself in a public platform and doesn't mind asking the questions that the people want to know. All this is done in love. None of us were there. And so we must always, it's important that we show respect to the people and their thoughts, their truths, and whatever the situation is. I don't want nobody being rude. These are my friends. These are my guests. And I'm really happy that we've been doing this for, over a year now, that a lot of the negativity and trolls and stuff like that are kind of gone. They're gone about their business. They're doing something else. And I would rather have 20,000 people here who are all positive, open-minded, enjoying these types of conversations, not requiring much, than 100,000 people getting on my goddamn nerves. True tea. So with that being said, now that the class is in order, we're gonna bring Brenda on, and I'm so excited. Listen, I love having these types of talks asking these questions, getting into the things of the things, talking to people from cycles we don't really know too much about, and the fact that she so graciously agreed to do this, I can show nothing but love. We're gonna show nothing but love, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna kiss each other, and then we gonna tootsie roll a piece. Okay, I'm tired of rambling. Without further ado, Miss Brenda. I'm drinking tea with ginger tea. No, actually ginger water with green tea, lemon, and mint. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, how are you?
I am great, and you?
I'm good.
Now, you're a natural red?
A little enhanced, but
A little
I
enhanced. Okay, gotcha. It's beautiful on you.
Thank you. I would have washed my hair this morning, but mom hair, duty calls. So this is what you get. But I'm still red.
No, you look fabulous. You look fabulous. We're loving what we're getting.
Thank you.
No, you're so welcome. Where are you calling from in the world?
Well, I live in Houston, Texas, so I am in my home. So.
Okay.
Yes. And I didn't realize Atlanta at first was on a different time zone. I don't know why. I'm from Florida, so I think Florida shares your time zone. So good thing I was ready because we're an hour behind you.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
What part of Florida?
Cocoa Beach area, like an hour south of Orlando, 3 hours north of Miami. So.
Okay, I'm from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. All right. There's nothing like Florida, but I like Texas too.
Yeah, but I had to get the hell up out of Florida, girl. First of all, it's so expensive to live in Florida. And it's just, if you lived in Florida all your life, you don't want to live there as an adult. It's like,
well,
go do something else.
Destin, Florida. I just took my family there like 2 months ago. Beautiful beaches. I mean, you can't compare Miami's beach to Destin.
Really?
It's something about the west side of Florida has the white beaches, and the east coast is like, it's okay. So.
You know what? I have heard that. I'm going to Tampa this weekend.
Okay.
And I'm going to Tampa, and I'm going to see if I can get to a beach. I'm going to see if I can.
Right.
Because you're absolutely right. The west coast of Florida, their beaches are white. The east coast, they're more like brown and stuff like that.
It's brown. I mean, Cocoa Beach, if you've ever been to Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, it's not the best beach. If for anyone who's never been, go to the west side. Destin, Sarasota, that's where it's at.
Yes!
Yes.
Okay, so Brenda, you are here today with me and all of my friends to talk about Top Model 14, which, how many years ago is it for you now?
So we are basically a decade. We're 10 years later. So I didn't realize that. Yeah, 2010, March, I believe we started filming. So it's pretty cool.
And how does it feel that people are still interested in something that happened so many years ago, but it's still like culturally relevant?
Yeah. It's interesting to me. I kind of stopped watching, I'll admit, after my episode. Just when you know all the secrets, it's just kind of ruins it for you. But it's fun, and I still do my modeling here, and I actually teach it at my agency. So it's so nice to see the 14-year-old girls getting them ready for Paris and New York and Milan and talking to them about this is what clients want in an international market. So I enjoy it. I keep a finger in it still.
Ooh, we like a nice finger in it. Now, I've stalked your Instagram, and I've seen those fabulous photos that you take. You look stupid amazing.
Oh,
I didn't know that you had a modeling agency. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. Are you talking about back then or now?
Oh, wait, both.
Because I don't know if you know this. It's a long story how I even got on the show. But I actually was, just to rewind about the modeling agency, I had 3 agencies at the time, and I was actually never tried out for Top Model. I was going there to support a friend who this was her dream. I had a baseball hat on, yoga pants. I was not there to try out. I was there for her. Michelle Mock, who is Tyra's right-hand woman, she was like, you. And everybody looked, at me. You come here. Oh, no. I'm not trying out. It's for her. No, come here. And they were persistent that I was going to be the redhead from Texas. But I had 3 modeling contracts, and you cannot be in a modeling contract to go on the show. It's against the rules. So that was fun getting out of that.
So you were scouted on site by Michelle Mock. Now, honestly, this is the first time, not a bad thing, but this is the first time I've heard anyone refer to Michelle Mock as Tyra's right-hand woman. This is the first time I've heard anybody in both public chats and private conversations. Interesting. I want to talk about that. So tell us, how did you get out of your contract to actually get on the show? And why did you do that?
You know, I was, 23 at the time. I'm like, why not? You know, I discussed it with my fiance. He's like, hey, you know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, tens of thousands of girls would like chop off their left arm to be able to do it. And so why not? And it doesn't hurt to ask. So I won't name names. One in particular was like, nope, it ain't happening. And I'm like, I promise I'll come back after the show. They were just so concerned that if I won and I blew up that I would never come back. I'm like, I live here. My children are here. I'm coming back. So with a lot of pulling back and forth, I was able to get out of all them. So it's good.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Before I continue with top model questions, tell us about your agency.
Okay, so I'm currently with Page Parks here in Houston, Texas, and they're amazing. There's 2 top agencies here. And believe it or not, a lot of designers come here. This is a big hub for for fashion. Oh yeah, we have a good fashion scene here. Print and runway. At the time, the other big agency here is Neil Hamill. I've been with both. So currently I'm with Paige, and I just love the agency. If you go to your agent and say, I want to work in Milan or I want to work in Istanbul, they'll be like, done. Let me get some agents. Let me work for you. And because of them, I was able to go to both countries after the show. So really excited. Yeah.
Well, Brenda, again, you are here to talk about Cycle 14.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. The pleasure is really all mine. Like, I'm fanning out. I'm so grateful. Yeah. And like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me, we don't really have here doing this. We don't really have a lot of Cycle 14 chats. I didn't even realize that. So this is great. The children are happy, and we're going to get into the things today. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So you've already given us how you got on the show. Is there anything more to that you want to share?
Not really. I don't want people to think, oh, you had a secret connection or anything. Not at all. I had to go to LA and try out just like everybody else. The whole process. I just had that extra step, or should I say 3 steps to do more so than other people. So when I got it, I was shocked just like anyone else. And I was just really honored to be there.
Yes, appreciation. Yes. Yeah. So you entering the competition, was your goal to actually win? Was your goal to get exposure? Was your goal just to get the experience, this one in a lifetime experience? What was your intention in entering Top Model?
You know, I actually, of course, every girl thinks about how cool would it be to win, but that's not my reason for going into it. I think experience, exposure, and even if you interview maybe the first contestant that got booted out, she has had opportunities from that exposure. So for me, it was just getting my name out there, the brand. We'll get into all that other stuff later. But it was never really about winning, because I always knew if anything went wrong or I didn't win, I could come home and do it with my home agency. So.
How was it getting there, seeing the lights, the cameras, production, all of that hustle and bustle? Did it create any anxiety in you?
Oh, yes. So, as you know, the very first photo shoot was nude, and that did not help with anxiety issues. And when I tell you, you think that it's a closed set, oh, no. There's probably 20 different light men there. 20 women. I mean, it was a packed room. So you're getting naked in front of everybody. So a little uncomfortable, but as a model, you do what you got to do. So
there weren't any makeshift dressing rooms that they could provide for you guys. Did anyone voice any concern in having to be nude in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, the youngest contestant was 18. I think the oldest one, 24. So we're still young, you know.
Young children.
I mean, yeah, we're young. And, you know, I mean, I'm in my 30s now. I feel more comfortable with my body than I did in my 20s. It's weird. But, of course, there were a lot of people not wanting to do it, a lot of conversations offset. We had the robes on when it was your turn, and it was bright in there. You got to go in there and do your thing. So, yeah, it was a little intense for our first photo shoot.
That is a photo that I chose for you because I absolutely loved it. I was like, oh
Oh,
my God, I hope she doesn't feel the way that I chose this one. So I tried to like expand it a little bit so it's just more of your face.
yeah.
But like, considering the experience that you had, how was it seeing that photo chosen as your best photo?
Well, so a lot of people don't realize, or maybe they do, for that photo, there were about 300 photos for them to filter through and pick. So you have to understand, when it's TV or reality, they're going to weave it the way they want to weave it. So if they're saying your best photo, one eye is shut, you know that's not true. But they have an agenda, right? They got to get ratings. Oh my God, that's an awful photo. So they said that was my best one. I mean, I didn't physically see all 300, but I mean, what can you do with a watch? It's a little challenging. Or a bracelet. I had a bracelet.
I thought you had the wig, no?
Maybe you're right. I looked back on the photo. I have something on my arm. Nope, it wasn't the wig. I remember it because they said on the count of 10, all the girls are going to run and pick an object. So they just put the wig on just to have it on. Maybe they didn't want to reveal the makeover yet, or I hadn't had it. But I got left with the bracelet. So.
Gotcha. Someone said Beck_Wolo. Hey, girl. One of my favorite students. She said it was a watch. It was the watch.
Oh, okay. And I don't know if you know, but Raina's watching us right now. Hey, girl.
Raina!
She's in
Raina!
the chat.
Now, Raina, I have popped up in your DMs a bunch of times. Hopefully, after this, you'll feel comfortable in being a guest in the classroom because I have so many questions for you too, Raina. Everyone send kisses to Raina right now. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Yes.
down in the chat. Put some
And her
emojis.
her babies are so cute. She's doing mom life too.
Oh, Raina just commented. Everyone send Raina some love right now. Oh, this is dope. I feel great. Yes. Okay. So, how was the first panel for you?
I mean, again, it's our first elimination, so I think all the girls were super nervous. Even if I realized through each elimination, you could come in feeling super confident, and the judges feel the opposite. So you're really not safe. I mean, you could think, oh yeah, I rocked it this week, and then you're in the bottom too. You're like, what happened? So I was anxious, but I felt good about my shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do something that all the people love, which is Top Model Roll Call, answer your roll call, where I name everyone who's casting your cycle, all the girls, all the on-screen talent, and judges, and you, Brenda, are going to tell me the first thing that comes to your brain. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. We're in a safe space. You can say whatever the... Can I curse in front of you? Is that okay?
Of course.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But
all right.
We love that first gut reaction. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. The first name is Gabrielle. She had that mane, that hair. She came in the competition kind of like already moving like a pro. Jay Manuel was praising her, but she was the first one out. What are your thoughts on her?
Sweet girl. Very sweet, very innocent, like, you know, very almost like a little shy. That was my opinion of her. Very nice though.
Anything else you want to add about that first photo shoot?
I mean, not really. I feel like they did some of the girls not so right. I mean, Raina for one, I mean, they caught her with her arm she wasn't ready. And they said that was her best photo. We know that's not true. Come on now. Or who was the other girl that they had to censor out the nipple because she just was in the middle of, I'd have to pull it up. But besides that, I mean, we just did our best, so.
Got you. How was your first panel?
Stressful. I think Tyra does that on purpose. It's like really intense, and you know, there's not music when you're there in person, but they're all staring at you, no one's smiling. It's super serious, so it was a little scary. Definitely intimidating.
How many hours was the first one?
I don't want to give you a number and then be a liar. I would say at least 4 to 5 hours. It was a production. It was a whole day thing.
Yikesies.
Yeah. Fun times.
I bet. And I bet it was a lot of hurry up and wait, hurry up and
Oh,
wait.
yeah. Well, where else did we have to go? We had a huge mansion in Manhattan. So we, had security and people to drive us. So we were where we're told to be, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Someone is asking, a lot of people are asking, did they show the girls' body parts at panels that on TV were censored out? So like, I think everyone is saying that it was Raina's body that was shown, her breast area that they had to blur out, and then of course Alasia and that infamous turn around and get the eagle on post she did. They had to censor that out. Did they actually show the photo in panel, or was it also blurred out?
No, it was also blurred out.
Okay, dope. Okay, respect. We like to hear those types of things.
Oh yeah.
The next person on the list is Naduah. Another one that a lot of people thought would go really far, but was early out.
Yeah, no, she's so beautiful and poised. I never had an issue with her, actually. I also thought, oh, she's got this. I think all the girls felt a little intimidated. She just has this amazing, fierce look. But, for whatever reason, they went a different direction. And, I remember she kind of had a hard life. And so I don't really think anyone was necessarily mean to her or anything. I think I'm surprised she went home.
I remember what she had on when she walked up. It is an image that is burned in my brain from Top Model. She had on this corset it was a corset. Her arms were out. She had on this pencil skirt, and I just remember just looking. I was like, that woman's body is amazing. Like she's walking up to you, Tyra, right now, like a supermodel. Why are you not keeping her? I can't remember who's in the bottom two with her, but she looked amazing.
Oh yeah. She never had an issue elongating her neck, and she had that jawline, and she's just a beautiful girl. So again, I don't know where Tyra was going with this, but as we all know, it's not just up to her. So
yes. Now, guys, I have spoken to Naduah, I have. She says, I believe she said, if my memory serves me right, she has to think about it. She has to think about it, and we always respect people in their time, whatever they got to do. Because we understand everyone's journeys, everyone's feelings, everyone's emotions, and sharing those types of things on a public platform and being open to public scrutiny. We totally understand. Just send her love. If you know her Instagram, I'm not gonna tell y'all, but just send her love and kisses and all that other stuff.
Absolutely.
How was the ink photo shoot? You guys were like in front of a fan. It was water going. You guys had ink. I really didn't understand the creative too much.
Right. I didn't understand the creative for many things, so you're not alone. You're not alone. Remember, I modeled for years before this, so when I would see things like a swinging pendulum, I'm like, right, because that really happens in New York City Fashion Week. Okay. I just remember being super cold. Wasn't happy to get water thrown in my eyes. The picture didn't come out great, so if that's my best, then that's what they decided. But I wasn't impressed with myself. Yeah. So
the next person on the list is Ren.
Wow, she is again, how do I say this? More like I want to say hippie, but just in her own vibe. She was doing her own thing, and that's cool. Tyra was loving her, obsessed with her. I personally didn't see her, this is my personal opinion, as the next supermodel like some of the other girls could have been, but there was something about her she photographed beautifully. I remember the underarms thing was a little shocking, but that's how she likes her hair. Let her rock it,
Guys, I have spoken to Ren. That's all I'm gonna say. How was this is the week that you guys did the different genre dances, right?
Yeah.
How was that for you? Because you got African dance, right?
Right. And I don't know a single thing about that. As you can see, I sucked at that one too. I saw some of the comments, if you could have chosen a theme, I would definitely do like flamenco or something Spanish, just because I've been in that culture for 16 years. I mean, I'm very familiar. Un poquito español. I'm still learning. My son speaks better Spanish than me, and he's 6, so that tells you anything. But I kind of just rolled with it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and That's okay too.
Now I want to know. Now we're about to get into some touchy areas. Now this is me, and it's not your fault. It's really the production.
Yeah.
In my age now with my brain, I don't know if that was a fair choice for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I say that is because with you being a white woman, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A white woman having to do African dance, how does one actually really execute that without, one, being uncomfortable if she's not knowledgeable of it,
Yeah.
and then two, how can she do it in such a way that doesn't make like a mockery of it? You know, guys, to me at least, it's very close to like blackface almost to me,
right?
Because
right.
you're making someone of a different culture do something of another culture, because when you look at the other dances like ballet, jazz, those things are more open to everybody, and I don't know if that was like a fair thing to give you. How do you feel about it?
Well, as you probably know, I feel that they tried to knock me off my game many, many times in many different ways. Mm-hmm. So even though I rolled with it, I completely agree with you. I would never want to offend anyone from any culture. Yeah. So I didn't know what I was doing. I hope I never offended anybody. But I don't think that was the right dance for me. I agree with you. Yeah, because and what really made me think about it, like, what if I was in the competition and they would have given me I can't think of the dance that, and excuse me if I don't get it right. Excuse me. Is it like river dancing or something like that? Oh yeah, where they do the feet, the tapping. What if they would have given me that? I would have felt so bad. It would have been like, I don't know. I'm mimicking what other people do in their culture, and I would have felt so bad, like so bad. Yeah. No, I agree. The next person on the list. Thank you for that conversation, guys. Tune in. Tell me down in the comment section what y'all think about that in the chat. What y'all think about it? Clogging. Thank you. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm curious to see and know what you guys. Oh no, you're freezing up. Oh no, she's back. Tyra, we find you. Move, bitch. I'm back. The next person on the list is Simone. Simone. Oh, I love Simone. She was just the sweetest, most elegant, I guess is the word. Mm-hmm. You know, just a sweetheart. You know, her and I had many, many talks, you know, in our room, and she's one of the good ones. Really enjoyed her. Nice. How was that vampire, blind eye, bloodbath photo shoot? Well, I realized I have a phobia that I never realized I had. I don't wear contacts. I'm blessed to not have, you know, eyesight issues where I would need them. But blackout contacts, that was the first time anything had gone in my eye. I was flipping out. I don't know why. I guess it sounds dumb to be freaking out, crying about something, but until you're in that moment, it was just, I was pissed, you know? Mm-hmm. So. The first time I ever put in contacts, I gave myself an eye infection. Oh, wow. Because I was so afraid. I was like, this sensation was new to me, and just the idea of putting something in my eye was like, ah! Yeah, exactly. And then you have like this, what if it goes around the back of the eye? I mean, I don't know. No, yes, and falls down my medulla, girl. It ends up in my spine. Can y'all get this shit out? Yes. Yes, no. I wasn't feeling it. And then, so when you're blind, and then I got the bathtub, I believe, you know, you have people lowering you into this nasty liquid. You can't even see. I'm like, this is not, I didn't sign up for this. What are y'all doing? So just describe for us, what could you see? Was it really like you couldn't see anything? Mm-mm. Completely blackout. I mean, you had people walking you with both arms, so you didn't fall or break anything. Completely black. So, fun times. Did they at least direct you to where you should be looking at the camera? Like, the camera's over here. Oh, no. Look this way. No, they didn't do that for you? I'm not moving it. Is it working now? Yeah, I can hear you, and I can see you.
Can you hear and see me? You look fabulous. She
Oh,
looks fabulous, everybody.
thank
She
you.
looks amazing. Girl, do you get your eyebrows arched?
So I did microblading. I gave it a try. I don't know if it's I'm so fair or if ink just doesn't hold. This is not penciled, but I put some powder. This is the microblading arch, which I do like the thickness, but I have to powder them in. So I'm like, what's the point? I wanted to wake up and just have eyebrows, but ink doesn't sit well on my skin, I guess. So
No, they're fierce. They
thank
are
you.
fierce.
Thank you.
No, you're so welcome. The next person on the list is Ansley.
Ansley. Okay, you guys.
No,
were right.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I skipped someone. No, the next person on the list is Tatiana. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Tatiana. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to chat with her too much. I saw someone in the group chat said, clicks. I didn't really feel like it was a click thing. When you're in a strange environment, in a strange state, and you're living in a big house with girls from all over the country, you kind of just tend to gravitate towards,
This is true.
common interests and stuff. So I didn't get to really talk to her a lot, but she, if I remember correctly, she's from Hawaii. So she's like super surf rad girl, and she had a great vibe to her. So.
How was the, I think this week was the tacky knockoff out in Canal Street in what is it, Harlem, Manhattan?
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, that was fun. I was feeling myself. I looked like a little cute doll with that orange hair, and it was fun. I liked it.
Yes.
I did good on that one.
You did, and I almost chose that one. But I really loved that first photo of you. Like, huge. Like, yeah, it's really good. Any behind the scenes tea on that photo shoot?
Not really. I mean, Mr. J was pretty vocal about what he wanted. Every shoot, he'd kind of be behind the scenes like, I need more life, more energy, more jumping. I'm like, okay. So, I mean, I don't really remember anything crazy drama for that one. So it was fun. At least we weren't naked. So I was happy. At least you weren't
naked. Yes, and I'm glad to hear that you have fun.
Yeah.
The next person on the list is Ansley.
Well, somebody said she was the Karen of our cycle. I'm not rude, so I won't say that, but she was definitely very aggressive personality. That's, I kind of when I think of her, I think of like a really loud Italian woman, very confident and very voiceful, and that was just her thing. And she did like to boss a lot of the girls around. Maybe the younger girls, I don't know. I don't remember her ever really bossing me around, so I don't really have much of an issue. Now, we did connect after the show, and I don't remember who posted what, but her and I kind of got into a little tiff, and we both decided it's better to not be on each other's pages. And I can't remember. It was 10 years ago. So I hope she's doing well. I don't remember what the tiff was about, but we didn't fight on the show, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Backtracking a little bit, how was the photo shoot that you went home on, I believe? The CoverGirl Subway photo shoot? How was that for you?
For me, I had just lost my spark. At that point, and I know you want to get into the makeover, so I won't jump ahead, but that was like kind of like the last straw for me mentally. I was just kind of like done with it at that point. So I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the haircut, obviously. I didn't enjoy it. So I think in life, if you're not enjoying something anymore, it's time to maybe reevaluate. So you could kind of see that in the picture too. So.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not in the modeling world, but I didn't see nothing wrong with your CoverGirl Subway photo.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in my defense, they didn't give me a lot to work with. I mean, and we'll talk about the makeover, but I definitely have some thoughts about Tyra and why she did that. So.
Oh, I can't wait to hear. The next person on the list is Alasia Ballard.
Alasia. So she was the baby in the house. I think she really was the youngest one. And, we've all been 18. She was in a new environment as well. I think that the house didn't always bring out the best of us. Looking back, we were all young. And so she just in my opinion now, when you're in the home, it's different. But I think she was just loud and proud and this is me and this is what you get. And it just rubbed certain people the wrong way. But I mean, she's young. So I don't think anyone can hold that against her.
Do you see her, that gif of her when she's rooting? Do you see that a lot on social media when you're just like perusing around?
I was just getting ready to tell you that. Like, dang girl, you got a gift? I was like, nice.
Uh-huh.
So I know she's I think it's like this, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I think I could probably crown that like the second most popular ANTM gift, right behind "We Were Rooting for You."
Yeah. Ooh.
We Were Rooting for You. Everybody uses that one, but everyone uses Alasia's gift a lot.
I hope she's got like a patent on that. I hope she's out there making money on that. No idea.
No. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
The next person on the list is Jessica.
Jessica. Well, I think it's no secret. Jessica, me, and Raina were like a little trio. Mm-hmm. Jessica was very, very young when, you know, especially just being a young mom, I could relate to her. I don't think being naive is a bad thing. I think she was truly like trusting of everyone and just really sweet. She didn't cause any problems. I think I probably caused more than she did, but love her.
Shout out to Jessica. The people are down in the chat correcting me, and y'all are absolutely right. I probably would have to give the #1 top model gift to Ebony from Cycle 1. Ooh. When she's like in the group of the girls, she's crying. She's like, and then Tyra says her name, and she's like, and like she walks away like so grandiose. That one is so funny because it's such a nice self-contained story. Like you don't even have to watch the episode to get a nice laugh from watching that. Shout out to Ebony.
I'll have to look that one up. I don't remember it. That's funny.
Send it to you.
Okay, cool.
The next person on the list is Angelea Preston.
Hey. So her and I obviously had our differences on the show. Again, young. Everyone thinks they know everything when you're young. Plus, you guys have to remember, it's a competition. So whether I was intimidated by her or she was intimidated by me, it's every man for itself. So her and I are fine now. She apologized numerous times, privately and publicly. I don't have an issue with her. In fact, we follow each other, and she's doing amazing. I think she's like I don't want to say news reporter, but what does she do? She's
in school for journalism, and she's pursuing the route of news reporting.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm proud of her. Yeah,
it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me every time I see her post a video, and you know she does the news reporter voice so well. But I just laugh because she still gets her nails done so largely. I'm just like, girl, she got these. We call them dick grabbers. We call them, girl, you got these large ass dick grabbers on this mic talking about reporting live at 7 a.m.
The weather today.
Yeah, I would pay good money to subscribe to the news channel that Angelea gets hired on, because I know my girl gonna get hired. She's very passionate about it. I want to see this. I just want to see her. I just
Oh no, I've seen her reporting. She's very good, so I'm proud of her.
Yes. What are your thoughts on Alexandra? That's the next one on our list.
Alexandra. So if my memory is correct, she was the plus size girl, and her curves were insane. And I think Tyra knew that. She's like, beautiful face, perfect body. I think that there's a lot of different types of modeling. I for sure know that I don't think runway was her thing, but she photographed beautifully. So she was kind of low key. She didn't cause any rifts or, you know, nice girl too. She did fall twice. I saw someone say she fell twice. It's hard up there. Y'all don't know. And again, they give you these 6-inch heels, dresses beyond, they're not hemmed. They're way too long. I mean, they're just like dying, hoping that somebody will fall. I know that's what they want. It's ratings. Come on.
Guys, I have spoken to Alexandra. Yes, we do follow each other. Yes, we do. And I have spoken to her. Someone said I skipped Jessica. No, I did not. Pay attention. Wake up, bitch. We in class right now. The next person is Raina.
Raina. Well, at the time, though, she still has the eyebrows. I think her face is just insane. The eyebrows that should be a gift. She should have her own gift.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she not? She came into the competition super strong. She was confident from the get-go. So, I mean, I personally always felt like if someone was going to win, it would probably be between her and it's really hard to narrow it down. But I would say her or Naduah or Tatiana. I don't know. It's hard to choose. But I knew she'd be at the end. I knew she would make it.
Mm-hmm. No, Raina had a very nice look. Raina looked like a wolf, like a female wolf.
Oh yeah.
She had those. I really appreciate the paleness of her skin with her dark hair and those thick brows and those full lips. She had a very nice look.
I think she made thick eyebrows a thing because I know in my earlier modeling days I had way thinner eyebrows, and that's not. I mean, I thought I looked good, but they were so thin, and so I think she made thick a thing.
Yes. If I ever get Raina on here, I know you guys are enjoying this video, but we need to take a little break to get a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, little black boy. Are you trying to figure out how to get your bag without being one of the hustlers and movers on TV, but you don't know how? Come learn business from me, a degreed CEO. Follow me at What You Know Quan, and follow my podcast at Straight Facts TV, where you can learn how to get your money right and how to do business. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
I'm going to use that photo of her jumping with the hair. I love that photo so much. So much.
Well, she's got 2 babies, so catch her in between, nap time.
That's all understandable.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on
Krista? Obviously, we didn't prefer each other. I think she, I don't know why people say there was sides. I guess when you're in the moment, I didn't see it like that. Somebody had said there was a lot of racial tension or something. I didn't feel that. I didn't, I guess that's not how I perceived it. Like I said earlier, I think when you're in a strange house, new environment, you tend to gravitate who you can relate to more. And so
That's
Krista,
fair.
no, I mean, it's
That's
true.
very fair.
And so I think that Krista didn't feel like she had a lot in common. And I don't even know, I don't think she had a child at the time, but I don't know if she does now, but I think she just felt like, I don't have anything in common with these girls. So she was on her own lane, clearly focused. So, I don't hold anything against, we're all young. So no, we didn't get along very well, but I have no idea what she's doing now. I'm sure she's out there booking magazines and on top of the world. I haven't seen, what has she done recently? Do you know?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. I do know a couple of years ago, she did host like a modeling competition show that I believe was on television. I think Lifetime, I think.
Oh, okay.
Her and I, she's always like liking my photos and commenting underneath. We've spoken in the DMs here and there. Not Raina, but Krista, if you're watching. But I'm not too sure on what she does professionally, right now. I'm not too sure.
Right.
I
and
can't
also,
say.
I want to tell everybody, I think this is important. You guys have to understand, it's a reality show. If we all are singing Kumbaya, holding hands and dancing around a field, that's boring. Nobody wants to watch that. And there were moments, the very few times that people were fighting in the house, it was maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they got some bad news from home. Maybe their shoot, maybe they were nervous. They're right there in your face to capture the bad, but never the good. So I don't want people to think, oh my God, they were fighting every day. It's not true. Not everybody was fighting. We had a lot of good moments too. I want to clear the air.
Thank you. No, thank you for sharing that. The next person on the list is Mr. J. Manuel.
Oh, hey. Very, I love his makeup's always on point. I think he had the silver hair. I think he still does. I mean, amazing. Very serious, very about business, but relatable too. So
Nice. Okay.
yeah, I liked him a lot. Now, Miss J, that's my favorite right there.
Yes.
Work it.
Continues. Miss J is the MVP of Top Model. What are your
I'm
thoughts on
telling
Miss J?
you.
What are your thoughts on Miss J Alexander?
J Alexander. So, again, just, really professional. Like I said, well, I say Miss J. Are we talking about Miss J still? Oh, yeah.
Miss J Alexander, runway
yes.
diva coach extraordinaire.
Yes. Just amazing. Always like cracking jokes, being so real, not taking it too serious. He made all the models feel more relaxed. Like, girl, shake it off. It's going to be okay. Because there was a lot of tension. We're all have our own stuff in our head about it's a competition. So I really appreciated that.
Yes. What are your thoughts on this season's new judge? Right? Yeah. No. This was Andre Leon Talley's first season, 14.
Right.
Yeah. Andre Leon Talley. What are your thoughts on Andre Leon Talley?
So I don't know the backstory of how he became a judge or if him and Tyra were just besties. I don't know. In fact, I didn't even know much about him when I first met him, believe it or not. But I researched, and I mean, he's an important key character for the judge panel. And I know Tyra looked up to him and valued his opinion. He's very, very regal, but honest. He'll tell you how it is, whether you want to hear it or not. And he knows he's been in this industry for how many years. So you may hurt, the truth hurts sometimes.
When I get older, in my old age, I want to look like Andre Leon Talley. I want to walk around like Andre Leon Talley. I just want to have fabric
everywhere.
And just everywhere. You know what? I'll probably be so vain that I'll probably get a built-in fan just so it can blow a little bit, like towards the end. But I just want to walk around in just billowing fabric.
Yes.
I'll still have this hair, guys, if it hasn't fallen out. Pulled up. My cheekbones will probably still be snatched, and I just want to be Andre Leon Talley, just throwing these weird adjectives out at people, and people having no choice but to respect it because I'm Andre Leon Talley.
That's right. He had his own lingo, but you got to get the cape with the sleeves so it can be just flowing in the air. It can be dramatic.
Looking like an X-Men character.
Yes.
To talk about what you said regarding Andre and Tyra being friends. Now, I don't know nothing. Ain't nobody told me shit. And if they did, I ain't gonna confess it to y'all because, hey. But from watching, like, his interviews post-TopModel, like, there's an interview with him on Watch What Happens Live, and Tyra Banks kind of comes up. It's kind of like, so I don't know if him and Tyra had, like, a friendship. But I would definitely say the inclusion of Andre Leon Talley as a fan watching at that time was like a huge thing. And I was so upset that they got rid of him. Like, I was so angry. And I really honestly would have loved to see Tyra, Andre Leon Talley, Paulina Poroskova, Nigel Barker, and Miss J. The 5 of them on one panel would have been like, wow, amazing.
That's crazy. Did he just do our episode? I didn't watch it after.
He was there for 14, 15, 16 All-Stars. Yeah.
Okay.
So for 4 seasons, 2 years.
Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome. I didn't know that.
Now, word in the street from other chats, he got let go. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't have the contracts, but that's what the people say, that he got let go before cycle 18, which is fucked up.
I know. Well, he's probably on to other amazing things, so.
That man is a legend. Next on the list is Nigel Barker.
Ooh, Nigel Barker. So, obviously, besides him being absolutely handsome, we do follow each other. So, even to this day, when he likes something, I'm like, whoo, I'm doing something right. I actually, what's interesting, besides being an amazing photographer, have you seen his wife and her twin sister? Do you follow them?
Yeah, no. Well, me and Nigel follow each other, and he posts his wife all the time. And the photos, I don't know if he's taking these photos of them, but they look beautiful.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. And there's like, they look so identical. At times I can't tell who's who, but I think he is taking them. So I like to follow him just for that.
Yeah, Nigel's fun. I interact with Nigel on social media here and there, and he's very funny. He'll DM me, just like DM me like something real quick, right fast. Nigel is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. And obviously he's done every episode. He's a fixture. He's there to stay.
Yeah. Last but not least, Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks.
Banks.
A lot of people ask me about her, like, how is she in person and all that. So this woman is a powerhouse. She is very business. I mean, she's got to be go, 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 go. This is her show. This is her baby, very businesslike. But then, and she wasn't a mother at the time of the filming. So, but I could see that motherly side. Like, I was crying about something. Apparently I cried a lot on the show. Not as much as portrayed. I do have to defend myself.
That was a question. So thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah, because, not to spill all the secrets, but, you have to be mic'd up or you're not allowed to speak to your roommate. So unless you have a mic on or you've gone to see the mic closet, you're not allowed to talk. That's in the contract. So I can't be whispering something. They want to catch every juicy moment. They want to catch you crying, freaking out. So when I was crying about something, on the sideline, she came over and she explained why she made that.
Tyra, we bind you.
And I appreciated that about her. It doesn't mean I agree with her on my makeover.
Oop, Miss Brenda, I'm so sorry. Whatever you just said about Tyra commenting on the sideline, it went out because the signal went out. Do you mind repeating that for me?
Yeah, I was saying my thoughts on her is that she's super businesslike, very driven, but she has that motherly side to her as well. And this was long before she was a mom. I was crying about something, and she came to the side and explained why that decision was made for me. And, I have to just trust the process. And so I felt better about it. So she's definitely has that tender side to her personally.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Top Model Roll Call is done, y'all. Now we're going to get into the fan questions for you, of course, on Cycle 14. A lot of nice, juicy ones. You guys out there, you guys do such a great job. I'm talking about you guys watching. You guys are invested. You guys help me do my job. I love you guys so much. You guys are freaking amazing.
And we love your energy. We love your energy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You need to bottle it up and sell it because I will buy some. I need energy. It's good marketing.
Life is meant to have fun, like I could go right now. Not to sound so bleak. Like I could literally just vanish and Miss Oliver's gone. I don't want my last moments to be spent looking like that. No, I'm a key to the end, girl.
Yes.
I'm a key to the end until the end is here.
I love it.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Where are we? Okay, our first question from Vonda Cosmetic. I love saying her name. Shout out to you, Vonda. Vonda, do you have cosmetics? If so, I would like some. Her question is, hi, Brenda. When Tyra called your name to be a finalist in the house, you said to her that you don't have the best swimwear body. What made you say that? Were comments made from the judges or production about your body? There are a lot of questions about this.
I feel like, and again, it wasn't like I saw all the girls' bodies. Like, oh my God. I think I felt a little intimidated. I did. I'm a little shy, in the nudity department. And, I had a baby. So I felt like, and I know all the mothers can relate, it's weird. When I was pregnant, I got some stretch marks on one side of my hip, but nowhere else. So I'm like, that's weird. So I just felt insecure about some of those marks from having a baby. And it was just me being silly, really just silly. At 23 years old, I didn't have the confidence I have now. So we live and we learn.
You live and you learn. Yes.
That's
beautiful.
right.
Next question is from Luar_constantly. How was it like being a young mother on the show? You were 23 and at that time you only had one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, you know. I had my daughter when I was 18, basically turned 19 shortly afterwards, and it wasn't easy. I don't have a big, strong family support. You know, all my family's in Florida. I'm here in Texas. So being a single mom, but thankfully, you know, I was engaged at the time, and he helped me a lot while I was gone. And so did my daughter's grandparents. So I was very fortunate, but wrote her a lot of letters and just missed her.
Aw. Does she remember that time when you were gone?
She remembers bits and pieces. When I got home, we had a big watch party. There was a banner, welcome home. It was a whole ordeal. I could never tell her, it's in our contract, we can't really say where we are, what we're doing. They read your letters. I don't know if you know that. Like,
people have told us.
So you have to be very vague. So I didn't feel as connected. And then the phone calls are recorded. So besides, I love you, baby, I couldn't really say anything about my day. It was hard.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is from Kimmy Rowe. What did you think of Ren's late arrival after the final 12 had already been picked?
You know, I still, to this day, someone has to explain that to me. I don't understand it. Maybe it was supposed to be this big twist and throw us all off our game. That's the only thing I can think of, is like, because she kept building it up. You got a surprise contestant coming in. We were like, what? I thought this was when we left LA and had been chosen, and we had a week to come home and pack and go to filming. I thought that was it. So I'd have to ask Tyra why she did that. I don't know the answer to that. It's crazy.
I'm gonna ask David St. John. I do believe David St. John was a producer. He was a producer on Cycle 14. Good friend of mine, former boss of mine. I'm gonna ask him what y'all was doing.
Yeah, we all want to know. Let me know.
Now, what would have been sickening is that if they wanted to bring in a girl at that point, they should have brought in a girl from a previous cycle. Now that would have been sickening. Guys, down in the chat, who could they have brought in on Cycle 14 as a surprise contestant that would have shook up the girls? I'm thinking, y'all could have gave J. Cole a couple grand. Y'all could have given, I don't know, so many options. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the chat.
Just no winners, because that's not fair. If they've won,
that's not fair. Yeah, that's not fair. But yeah, Ren coming in around that time as a viewer just seemed weird. It was like, okay. And then she left like soon after she came, so.
Well, again, when we talk about the makeover, I'll tell you, but I just feel like maybe Tyra was unsure of a lot of decisions that she made on that show. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to assume, but it just seems like she was like really pumped about this girl, and then, oh, never mind. She didn't perform the way I thought she would. I don't know. It's all speculation.
Oh, all right. Thank you for that little tear. The next question is from Danielle X Patrice. Their question is, how does she feel now about having her hair cut not once, but twice on the show? Makeover! Let it out, Brenda. Let it out. Let it out.
Well, can you imagine when I'm sitting on my couch with my family years later and TMZ comes on the TV and puts me on the top worst 20 makeovers in the history of Top Model? Was it top 10 or top 20? I was like, really? That's my legacy, guys, my haircut. No, I was pissed. I mean, she said it herself. Brenda is too, what did she say? Va-va-voom. We need to cut it off and make her edgy. So to me, what I heard when she said that in my mind, we need to even this playing field, because her hair is just too amazing and too glamorous, and we got to cut it off and make her feel ugly so she doesn't perform like at her best. And I don't know, I was really disappointed. Obviously, that's putting it PG.
I would have loved to hear the PG-13 version.
Fucking pissed. I was pissed.
Yes. So, talk us through like what that experience was like for you. Was the issue that your hair was being cut? Like, what was the problem for you?
Well, as I've already explained, I already felt like a little bit insecure being in a swimsuit, having that. I told you why. And you know, everybody says you're crazy. There's like 2 faint stretch marks. I'm like, but I don't like them. You know, everyone can tell you you're beautiful, but you have to believe that. And I wasn't confident going in the swimsuit. And then I think they did it so dramatic. You know, Mr. J came up with the, you know, you saw that part with the razor, and he goes, what if we go like this? And I'm like, really? It just, I guess the way it was presented, I really didn't. A lot of girls talked about it the night before in the house. That got edited out. What do you think you're going to get? What do you think you're going to get? I never in a million years thought I was going to get it whacked off. I understand what Tyra was trying to do, but I think she should have researched it a little bit more and said, for your face, because I feel I have a big face or a heart, whatever, I don't know what shape. That's not going to work. And that didn't fit my personality either. You know, I'm super girly. I can be tough, but I like my hair. It's my safety blanket. I was not happy.
What would you have preferred them to give you?
If it had to come off, I would prefer like a blunt bob. At least chin length, I can work with that. But I saw all these other girls got highlights, and, you know, Krista got a ponytail. I'm like, give me a ponytail. I mean, I didn't think it was fair, but life's not fair.
You know, I'm not a model. I'm just a content creator who's nosy and has watched every episode of Top Model 1,000 times. You do have very striking eyes. Like, even looking at you right now, I feel like you're looking down into my intestines, and you know what I ate last night. You do have a very pronounced, like, brow, like, face, mouth, nose combination. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they thought if we pull all of her hair back, i.e. cut it off, maybe we can get more of that amazing cheekbone and her amazing jaw, her lips. You kind of like got a natural path. She said, no, bitch, I don't want to hear it. I feel it.
No, because I agree with the fans. It aged me by 10 years. And then you want to say on panel, I look like a soccer mom. You made me look like a soccer mom. I didn't come into the competition looking like that, but I sure the hell came out looking like old and ragged. I don't know. I was not happy. So, and then I know in my heart that Tyra knew she had messed up. It's okay. We're human. We all make mistakes, but she messed up. That's why she sent her back for the second makeover. And I'm like, it's getting worse. Just leave it alone.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's what it is, right? It's a competition.
Yeah.
Like she said, she evened the competition playing field. So that's what she said. I don't know.
That's what she said. Hey. Looking back on it, you being more graduated in your confidence and how you love yourself, do you think if they would have still given you that same cut now with how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself, do you think you could have rocked it a little bit better, carried it differently, or would you still be like, girl, if y'all, hey, no, it can't go down like this?
I'd still be upset, but I do think, you know, and when I teach these girls, I call them little girls at the agency, I tell them, I said, you could be the most beautiful woman in the world, but if you don't have confidence or you don't believe in yourself or you're insecure, it's not going to portray on film. And I think confidence has everything to do with it. Not only that, but like personality. And I think now if I were to get it, I would handle it a lot better. I would.
Yes. Okay, our next question is from Bonda Cosmetic. What was going on through your minds when you were in the bottom 2 with Ren? And Ren said that she was just in the competition to get her mother's attention.
Wow. I mean, I felt sad for her. That's great links. I think that was super maybe misguided, but I felt really bad for her, you know, and but it also told me as a competitor, she's not in it for the right reason. So I was kind of thinking maybe the judges caught on, but I wasn't sure.
Got you. This is from I'm Not.
I love your laugh.
I'm Not DF1. Yo, I'm sending you a bunch of energy, whoever you are. That is a funny screen name. Their question is, I'll never forget when Angelea Preston read her to the gods for saying she was uneducated. I included this question just so we can talk about that whole moment in the limousine. I think I remember.
Yeah.
Where Angelea got called uneducated by you, and it was like this whole moment. And I do think that's probably where, for the viewers, to them is where the racial divide probably started being festered with that interaction. So I'll let you go first. Talk to us about that moment.
Right. And again, I didn't see it as a racial thing. We're all different races there. We're all the same goal. I see it as more personality conflict. So I had remained quiet for a while in that limo, just observing. I'm a watcher. And oh my gosh, I just had a mind fart. Alasia was going on and on and on about something with Jessica. So I wasn't even involved at first. And then, you know, it felt like their side and our side. She kept going on and on and on. And, you know, at the time using a lot of cuss words. And I'm like, girl, like in my head, I'm like, this is ridiculous. And so then I said something. I said, you know, when I said you're uneducated, it doesn't mean I've seen her degree. I don't know. When all you're using every other word is a cuss word, that was just what popped into my head. And so, yeah, we had some words. And like I said, we've grown from that. We're cool now. She knows that.
Looking back on it now, it's been 10 years now. Do you feel like maybe you could have used better, I want to say better words, different words to describe what you were experiencing?
Sure. Absolutely. I think there's always room for growth. I sometimes have diarrhea of the mouth. I just say what's on my brain. And, it wasn't nice to call her uneducated because I didn't know. That's not nice to call anybody that. I didn't appreciate being called bitch, but it doesn't mean that you should feed that and put that energy back out. So yeah, no, I shouldn't have used that word at all. So
fair enough.
I think sometimes,
what you say, babes?
You live and you learn, you know, again.
Yeah.
So
And so I believe I've talked about this a long time ago. I can't remember what I said, but I can understand how an African American person could be triggered by a white person calling them uneducated. I understand how that trigger can happen because there's a whole lot of connotation. There's a whole lot of, y'all know this, there's a whole lot of back stuff when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah. But like I always tell y'all, you always have to ask people what their intentions were. And sometimes intentions don't always meet up with execution, and the execution doesn't always give us the reaction that we want. But like Ms. Brenda said right here, it's important that, you know, you have these types of discussions. It's important to always understand both people's side of what's going on, the intention, how it was received, and then where can we go from there. And it's a good thing to hear that you said, looking back on it, a different word could have been used. Now, me watching it now, I can again understand why she was triggered, but I don't think it's fair at all to say that it was intended to do that, you know, without some type of discussion being had to say, well, when you use that word, what was your intention behind that? So yeah, that's my little 2 cents.
Well, and I also think a lot of times when people lash out, we have to also consider what that other person's going through in that moment. Like, again, these are 14 girls from different states, different pasts, different cultures, different everything. And when you mesh that together, there's bound to be issues. So I think going forward, and I've learned a lot, you know, it's been 10 years. I think you kind of need to consider what other people are going through before you lash out. Quiet and think about it before you diarrhea of the mouth.
One last thing before I go into the next question. These are just for my babies out here that are watching. Y'all know I love giving y'all teachable moments. Y'all have heard me say this before. One of my favorite classes I ever took was when I was an international baccalaureate student in high school. It was anthropology. And I learned about a word, and I always fuck it up. So excuse me as I slowly try to pronounce it. Ethnocentrism, which is basically when one person looks at another culture and just judges it by their own standards and not the other standards.
Right.
I really want you guys to go look it up, do a little light read on it. But for me, at a very young age, it really helps me develop tools within me when dealing with other people on how to be compassionate, how not to jump so offensively to something else. And y'all have heard me share this story before. When I went to Africa years ago, to Uganda, one of the most prejudiced, most homophobic places still to this day on this earth, the way that men and women of same sex show that they were best friends, or this is like my really close friends, they held hands. They held hands in public.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They held hands in public. And in America, that's a clear indicator of, you know, maybe this is a homosexual thing, maybe whatever. But over there, it was, this is my friend. This is someone that is my best friend. We're like close buddies. And it was acceptable in the most homophobic place. That whole rant is, one, I just want everybody to just do a little homework on that. Educate yourselves, want to read about it. Y'all DM me, go down in the comment section, tell me what y'all think about that. But I do think when we have discussions that involve people of different cultures and stuff like that, we should take the extra step in trying to understand how other people are understanding it.
That's right.
And that way we can understand better how everyone is receiving certain things.
Yep. We need to be sensitive to everybody, not just what we're feeling at the time.
All right, y'all. I'm done being a bitch. The next question is from Kimmy Rowe. Any other drama with the swinging pendulum runway?
Oh, goodness sakes. Well, like I said, maybe it was, I did win that one. That was the only thing I won. But, you know, I've been walking runways since I was 15 years old. So I kind of had a little jump start experience on that. But I would tell you, in real life, they would never put a models in danger like that. Like, that's ridiculous. Imagine, you know, when she fell twice, she could have broken an ankle, you know. So that's not reality. But no, I mean, everybody was just kind of pissed because even when you go to a fitting for a fashion show, they have dressers there. They can hem it if it's too long. Oh no, we just got thrown out there. So that was definitely challenging.
Being a child watching that happen, it was extremely entertaining. Me being an adult and having done certain things, I'm like, girl, I would have told them no.
I don't think you really had that option. If you say no, then you're probably going to get eliminated the next round. So like I said, I personally just had to roll with the punches. Doesn't mean I liked it. Doesn't mean I agreed to it. But runway is my thing. So I'm a runway girl. So I was feeling it.
I believe someone, I think it was either Alicia or Angelea, said that people were actually, or was it Krista in her Jay's chat, said that people were actually like throwing them at you guys. Do you remember seeing people at the top?
I don't know if they were at the top or on the side. When I'm on a runway, I'm super focused. So I wasn't like looking left to right. I was just looking straight ahead. But I know that it wasn't on a timer. So again, for ratings, if you wanted to mess with a certain contestant, you could just hold the pendulum a little bit longer as she gets closer and slam it. So you know that probably happened.
Now, it is so evil and sadistic, throwing large metal circular objects at women in dresses. But, y'all, for Kiki's sake, I can only imagine the person whose job it was
to
throw it. Because if that was me, I would be up. It would be like a game of dodgeball for me. I'd be like, yeah!
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. No,
I would have been trying to knock y'all out. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Well, they succeeded. So, you know, I'm glad she wasn't, you know, I think she had a little blood on her knee in the dress.
No, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
Just like my hair. That was wrong.
Yeah. The next question is from Vanity_Prime. Brenda, after Angelea says you look like Chucky, you put that god-awful beanie on. Did she really have you that shook? A lot of people want to know, what were your thoughts on being compared to that regarding your hairstyle?
Again, I was young back then and not as confident. I was upset because when you're in the moment and it happens to you, it's easy to watch someone get their hair cut off. Like, why is she crying? Hair grows back. It's not a big deal. But to me, it was a big deal. I had a modeling career before I came on. I was just thinking about my comp card, my portfolio. It's all that's trash now. Like all the years I had worked. I'm like, oh my God. And you know, we're in Texas, big hair, everything's bigger in Texas. So I was thinking about my agency. Yes, everything's bigger here. So I was just.
What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are enjoying, but we gotta interrupt this right fast for a word from our sponsors.
So much going on in my mind that I guess at the time it really did bother me. It did. And then I think I was called Miranda or something. That's not so bad. She's a celebrity superstar.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't offend me. The Chucky thing was like, now that's just mean.
Now, you should have, Angela's my friend, y'all. Girl, you should have started reading, Angela. You should have put her badness card to the test. Like, oh girl, you wanna call me Chucky, girl? You want to call me Chucky? You should have got with her and made her work for her per diem that day.
I should have, but deep down, I'm really a nice girl. I am a sweet girl. And I guess I wasn't in the mood to go up neck to neck, toe to toe with her that day.
Here we go. This is Matt Just Will asking, did you get the chance to travel to New Zealand with the top 6?
I hope I'm allowed to say. I mean, I'm sure I am, but
yeah, girl, your NDA been expired.
I was there, so it was an interesting experience. I really thought I was going home. Remember, I had mentally checked out by the cover girl, so I'm like, yes, I get to go home and see my baby and my fiance. And when I was given the news, no, you're getting on a plane, you're coming with us. I'm like, I had another breakdown. I'm like, what am I, a crybaby? But I had my hopes up of going home, but I didn't know the process. So I was on the plane, and Mr. J kind of bounced around and sat with different contestants. So I got to sit with him for about 20, 30 minutes and talk to him one-on-one, and that was pretty cool. And then, I mean, New Zealand is what, the furthest country away from where we were?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So that was all a crazy experience.
How was it being a decoy over there in New Zealand? Like, did they include you guys in the photo shoots, or were you guys just like sequestered away?
So I think another reason that we all had to go, somebody had leaked that Top Model was coming there, because when the plane landed, it was mass hysteria.
Really?
There were photographers. It was so bad that people were getting on the tarmac, and the airport had to push them back, the airport police. So they wouldn't leave. They wanted to get that shot. America's Next Top Models never come to New Zealand. So what the production decided to do was get umbrellas and give each girl an umbrella and block us like a barricade, so no one could get a picture. It was quite interesting. I mean, it was crazy. You would think like Madonna just landed. I was like, oh, okay.
You know, what you saying that y'all have umbrellas, the imagery of Miss Clavel with her 12 girls from the stories of Madeline just popped up in my brain. Just 12 girls with umbrellas.
Yes. So they weren't yellow umbrellas, but so that was our entrance into the country. And I'm telling you, now I got only 30 seconds of it from the paparazzi, but now I feel bad for like celebrities have to live like that and their children. So no thanks.
Someone said, not the Umbrella Academy. That is funny. Y'all are funny. That is funny. Okay. Beck_Wolo. The question's a little out of whack, out of sequence. But she's asking, okay, so I'm well aware her and Angelea on good terms. Yes, her and Angelea are on good terms. But can she please imitate the iconic "bitch, please look" since she was the inspiration behind it?
I don't even think I can redo that. I was like, the life had gone out of my eyes. If looks could kill, I was just staring. Like, I don't even think I could redo it. But it was definitely not my finest moment. But apparently that stuck too. So we got the haircut, we got the bitch please, we got all that. So
You know, guys, I'm really enjoying that. 10 years later, we can all get together under Beyonce's internet and laugh about these things. Like, her and Angelea are in a good place. And let's key and cackle.
That's right.
Kimmy Rowe again. Kimmy Rowe, I'm going to block you from asking questions. Girl, you should be popping up, but Kimmy Rowe, you do ask very great questions. And she's asking, does she know anything about Raina's alleged phone call she made? Now, I think Krista spilled this in her Jay's chat. Alasia talked about it. I believe Angelea talked about it. Brenda, do you know about her alleged phone call to her family in the hotel?
I do not, because I wasn't a contestant at the time and we were sequestered away. Literally had like personal assistants to go out and get us stuff. So I don't know about anything. I don't know nothing. No phone call. I don't know. So I'm sure, I'm almost positive that she wouldn't have been able to make a phone call. That's how on top of us they were. I mean, every move was recorded. I mean, there was always somebody there. Even when we're sleeping, I would wake up and there'd be a camera in my face, like this far. So I highly doubt it, but I don't know.
Raina! Ring your bell, girl, because we want to know. Okay, some of these you've already answered. Excuse me as I go through them, because I don't want to ask you something again. You're doing a great job, Brenda. An amazing job.
Well, look who's hosting.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you talk to me about you and Angelea reconciling? A lot of questions about that. How was that? I believe she said she DM'd you or messaged you or something like that. What happened?
Yes, like I said, we didn't talk for a few years after the show, and then I think we started following each other. I think she friend requested me first. I accepted it. And then we were kind of chatting back and forth. How are you? I'm great. How are you? What are you up to? And then just one day randomly, I'm not always on my Instagram, I got a message from her, and she was just like, look, you know, I'm sorry for all the fighting and some things that I said wasn't kind. You know, she said, I don't want you to think that's the type of person that I am. And I said, girl, same here. I said, we were young, you know, we were under a lot of pressure. And it's a competition. So I think it's normal for girls to get a little catty with each other. So I was like, girl, that's water under the bridge. And we just went on about talking about other things. So for me, I don't really hold grudges like that. So I know it looked worse on TV, but again, ratings, they're only going to catch the worst of the worst. So it, you know, I think we, you know, for breakfast or dinner, you know, we could be in the same room and be peaceful. You know, it wasn't all bad. So, awesome. Yeah, and that's it. You know, people make mistakes. Like I said, she probably thought I was a bitch. And I thought at the time, wow, if that's the only language you can use besides expressing yourself, I thought at the time, you know, I called her uneducated. But again, that wasn't the right word to use. That was just my response to something that had been said. So
yes, ma'am.
You gotta move on in life. You gotta forgive people and live your life in peace.
Yes. Yes. Sin_Mazar_Hassan wants to know, does she think that her best shots were chosen in judging? Something tells me you're gonna say no.
No. You know, everybody has a theory. I can't say, I'm not Tyra, I'm not the judges, but I feel that, you could tell I've had therapy, right? I feel, that's what you're supposed to say. Don't make it factual, but I feel that when they have it in their head they want to get rid of someone, they start sabotaging, right? They start putting you in weird, like you said, the dance, the haircut, you could slowly see that model struggling. So you know you're going to be on the chopping block. So I just feel like a lot of it's just set up when they've made up their mind that you're gone. It's going to happen. So I don't know. Again, that's just my theory. I think they had a winner picked out from the beginning, personally. But I don't know. I know the judges had a hard time with Krista and Raina kind of figuring it out. I think they were very divided on their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, you spoke about this degradation and your energy and zeal for the competition. Were there any other things outside of the haircut, the photo shoots, maybe even some of the arguments that contributed to you not really being that invested in the competition anymore?
I mean, I just felt really defeated. If you tell me your best asset is your hair, let's just take it as an example. And I mean, you do have fabulous hair. Say someone took a razor and just took it all off without your permission. I think mentally, even though it grows back, right, it would mess with you. And then to have the girls, you know, laughing about it. And I was a crybaby back then. I mean, it was traumatic. At 23, I'm like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. You know, you can't, when you're in that moment, you can't push pause and just say, no, it's just hair, and keep that momentum going. So it just kind of defeated me with all the fighting and the stress and missing my daughter. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm tapping out. Can I go home? They're like, nope, you're getting on a plane. You're going overseas. I'm like, no.
Did you have any fun moments in New Zealand?
We did. At first we had to stay kind of in lockdown, and then we actually had we all have our own personal assistants. So we have a main like leader that actually let us go out to bars. We went to a bar. We went to like a farm, and I actually have a photo. I don't know where it is because I just moved. But there's a photo of the other contestants and I all together, like posing with this beautiful field in the background. So we had some really good times. I got to try their fish and chips. Amazing. I learned that there's more sheep than humans in New Zealand. I'm like, wow, they literally stop traffic, the herd, and you just have to sit there and wait. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. There's so many damn sheep in New Zealand. I'm serious. I was like, where are the people?
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. I don't think it was an amazing country, beautiful, but that plane ride was not cute. I think we did 23 hours. No, I don't like that.
Yo, one thing, guys, if you've never been to Europe, Europe has some of the best fish and chip meals in the freaking world. So
and New
freaking
Zealand has the sweet potato fries, so those are really good too.
Someone also recently told me that New Zealand has the best grapes for wine, which has officially, that's what they told me, which now every time I go to a bar or a restaurant, I ask them ever so graciously, do you have any wines from New Zealand? I did it last night, and the guy was like, right, I want to gag you, but I don't know, but yeah.
Wow.
Did you drink any wine in New Zealand?
I'm sure I put it on the list. I was a little stressed, so if I can't get Xanax, I'll just drink wine. I'm sure we did. We went to a bar, which was pretty cool. They let us out, but I think the locals, I mean, obviously we stood out. We're like 6-foot giants, but they didn't really bother us. They didn't come up to us, but I don't think they knew we were with the show, you know? So it was kind of fun. It was a good time.
Wait, did someone just clock me? Someone said New Zealand is not in Europe. New Zealand's not a part of Europe, y'all?
No, I think it's its own country next to Australia. Europe is kind of like, I guess, Spain, France, Germany, all that. Calling people out.
This whole time, I thought New Zealand was like right next door to Iceland or something.
No, it's in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the world. That's funny. That's okay. We learned
So
something
it's
new
like
every day.
Polynesian, y'all. It's like Polynesian flair. Listen, I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. See, that's some of y'all problems. Y'all don't mind accepting when y'all wrong and doing it in front of people. Yes, I was wrong, and I don't mind being educated. Learn from the best, bitch. So, but it's like Polynesian or something like that.
Well, I know like Tahiti is the French Polynesian, but I still don't think it might be near New Zealand, but it's still in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not an expert either.
Oh, they said Oceania. Oceania. Okay. And again, the difference between being y'all is when I don't know something, I ask questions.
That's right.
I am very gagged right now. This whole entire time, I thought New Zealand was like above Ireland or some shit.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. You probably won't be spending a lot of time in New Zealand.
Next question. Emma Sanders, 1989, wants to know, what was your favorite photo shoot and why? Oceania. Okay, Oceania. Okay, see, I'm learning. Okay, got you. What was your favorite photo shoot?
I would say I still like I don't know what they called it, the doll, I don't want to say creepy doll, but the fun, with the orange hair and the very doll-like. What did they call that photo shoot?
I think it was like the knockoff fashions. It was like
yes.
Yeah, fashion faux pas, I think.
I liked that one. I mean, I felt more confident in that one, and I don't know why. I guess because it's weird. Another thing that just popped into my mind, if Tyra loved my makeover so much and she believed in it, I don't know why in the nude one I had a black wig, and then in the doll one I had an orange wig. It was like I never really got to use my haircut if you think about it. So I don't know. That's what it is.
That's true. I never even thought about it like that. Thank you for that insight. Yeah, you never really did get a chance to really use it.
I think I used it twice, or the ink, and then the cover girl. There's the vampire one. Okay, the vampire one. I didn't have a wig on for that one.
But then even in the cover girl one, didn't you have like a little hat on?
I don't know. I'm like,
beanie?
PTSD is real. I don't remember.
He's blocking it out. I feel it.
Yeah.
Sid_Mazar Hassan wants to know: did she really do the Rachel Roy catalog, and does she still have the Rachel Roy dress?
I did. So after the show, production called and they booked my flight and the hotel, and I did. I went and shot her spring lookbook for that year in New York. That was a lot of fun. Now the dress, I had two choices. I could keep the long blue, dress, or they offered me another dress, which was a black kind of off the shoulder cocktail dress. It came to the knees, and I thought about it, and I said, I'd rather get the black cocktail dress that I can use at several events than that blue one. Is just a very specific gown, and I wouldn't have a lot of places to wear it. So I actually switched the dresses out, and I had a great time. The staff there was amazing. So I would shoot for her again anytime. But she
come on, Rachel Roy.
Yes.
Claudio's photos wants to know. No, I'm sorry. I am Neek 87. We're almost done. Wants to know. Do you think production manipulated any of the drama that was going on in the house?
Absolutely. I mean, it's whatever your definition is, but I feel that, like I said, if we're all happy and getting along, that'd be kind of boring. So I feel like, when there was an argument starting, like let's take the Alasia and oh my gosh, the Karen, what's her name? Ansley, the Karen. I didn't even think of her like that. The fans are saying that. I'm not saying that. Okay, so I felt like, okay, you're yelling at the poor girl. She's 18 about frozen peas. And, so then I literally saw the camera guy, I was in my room at the time, running down the hallway, just sprinting like something had happened to get that shot. And there was already another guy in there. I'm like, good Lord. So the drama, I mean, of course they were there to catch everything is what I'm saying. So for sure, I think they used that to, think of it like this. Say everybody had their heart set on one girl as the winner. well, they don't want all of America to not like that girl. So I feel like they get it in their head. This is my theory. This is who's going to win. We need to make America fall in love with this character. So let's not film her getting into any drama because we want everyone to support our decision, you know? So I don't know. It's just my little wild theory. But yeah, for sure.
Child. Yeah, listen, y'all have heard me say this a bunch of times. Listen, I've seen the girls at work, and I'm talking about, you know, being here in Atlanta. You know, there's a bunch of reality TV shows here. I've had the pleasure of being on set on some of them, and you can literally see the producers on the outskirts watching, talking on their mics to get what they need out of that scene, you know?
I have a question for you. Am I crazy, or did I see you with Nene Leakes?
Oh, yes! Yes.
Okay, so she's my favorite on Housewives of Atlanta, and I haven't watched it, I'll admit, in like a year or so, but back in the day, when I know Greg, I think, passed away, her husband, but I love, she's iconic for being like, I'm rich, bitch, or what does she say? She's a hoot.
I'm rich, bitch, yeah.
Yes, so.
A couple of months ago, a member of her team, someone I went to school with, this is why, guys, it's always important you treat people right, because you never know who's going to be what later on in life and what paths you have to cross. But we went to school together, and the artist, gay rap artist by the name of Saucy Santana was performing at the lounge. One of her team members, who I went to school with, reached out to me and was like, you know, can you post a flyer and we'll give you a section and all that other stuff. And I met her, and I've gone up there. She's always been so sweet. Me and her have had like, we had a good drunk, at least 1 hour conversation. And she really like poured a lot of life lessons about the industry, about doing reality TV into me. It's one of the moments in 2020, and the fact that she follows me on Instagram. It's really one of the moments in 2021. Oh yeah, that goes on my like mantle, like. Yes. I got a moment with Nene Leakes. She likes me. She knows me. And yes, shout out to Nene Leakes.
Yes, she's amazing. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't want to distract you or go off topic, but I was thinking about that. And I was like, unless I'm crazy, I'm pretty sure you know her. And that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Nene. Shout out to Nene. Sydness99 wants to know, favorite moment that was left on the cutting room floor.
Favorite moment. I mean, I think winning the runway challenge was really the boost I needed. And I liked how they did my hair with that slick back, you know. So I think I felt for the first time since getting there, like beautiful, confident. I got this. Ooh, I'm on top this week. So I would say that's my favorite moment. And I was excited for the prize, you know. So good.
Yes. So, how was it leaving Top Model? What did you end up doing? Like, update us on your post-Top Model career. You told us, like, now you're at an agency, you're mentoring girls, you're still modeling. But what was life like for you leaving the show? And what did you experience? What did you have to do? Tell us about it.
Right. So I got back. And, again, I think when you're in it, you don't realize. But I didn't realize how epic this show was. I really had no idea that it's like internationally shown. And so when I got back, I'd be at like the gas station or the grocery store, and people would freak out. And I'm like thinking, is there a bug? Like, what are they freaking out about? And they're like, oh my God. And like, I didn't realize, I guess I've never been exposed to that on that type of level. That I was like, you know, a little local celebrity, whatever you want to call it. And so, you know, that went on for like a good year. And then I went back to my agencies like I promised. I was like, see, I didn't win. I'm back. And of course, you have to, as a professional model, when you make a major change like that with your hair completely off, you have to reshoot all your images. So I had to find some inspiration from deep within to shoot that ugly hair. But a lot of my friends, and maybe they just are saying that to be nice, were like, I actually love it. You know, it was really mixed reviews. On the show, I hated it. But when I came home and could really see people were genuine, like, that is actually a great look for you. It brings out your cheekbones and yada, yada. It didn't matter what they said because I didn't feel it. But, you know, I went back to modeling immediately because that's what I know. And then the hair did grow out. You see, it's mom hair right now, but it did grow out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went back to work. I asked my agency to put me as close to the Middle East as was safe, and they booked me for Istanbul Fashion Week. That was an experience. I went to live in Turkey for 2 months.
Nice.
I had an agency in Milan, which was really amazing. I've been super blessed, and I think the show just helped get your brand as a model out there. For me, it was never about winning. It was just getting that exposure. So I've been blessed. I really have. And I'm excited. And I still do it kind of part-time, but I had to grow up and get a real job. So I actually am a marketing director for an emergency room. So it's been interesting during COVID to talk to doctors and nurses, kind of like a pharmaceutical rep. I get bodies in the door. So I have to have these relationships with neurologists, you know, family MDs and clinics, and we do the school, all the local schools flu shots. And so it's just, I enjoy it. I really do. So that with modeling is kind of like a good balance for me.
That is so freaking cool. That's so freaking cool. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you. And I see one question. Yes, I did marry my fiance. I came back from filming and we got married in 2011, and now we have a beautiful, gorgeous son. He's turning 7 in a few days. So he's both of my children are the loves of my life.
Congratulations, Brenda, on all of that. That is so dope.
Thank you.
Listen, Brenda, I don't have any more questions for you.
Okay.
You did an amazing job. Everyone from the looks of the chat have been enjoying this. I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. Thank you for having me. I enjoy watching your content. Like I said, if you could bottle that energy and give some over here, I love that you love life. And, you know, life's too short not to be happy. So it radiates. I love your happiness.
I really do appreciate that. And doing this, talking to you guys about, guys, I think Top Model is now officially, don't be mad at me, my 3rd favorite show of all time. I used to say 2nd because Charmed was number 1, which Charmed is still number 1. I don't think I'll ever take Charmed out, but the 2nd place slot has to go to Drag Race. It has to go to Drag Race. I'm a big Drag Race fan. But Top Model's 3. Anyways, I love this opportunity that the universe has blessed me with. Yes. And talking to you guys, having built accidentally, this whole niche on the internet, talking to former top model contestants, it really does make me happy. Like, this is like the highlight of my day. And it even makes me more happy. It makes me happier, happier when I talk to someone like you who probably didn't have the best experience on the show. And there's so many questions on hard topics like, you know, the racial divide and stuff like that. But we can have a chat that we had right now with an even respectable exchange of ideas. And there's a reconciliation of certain things, and everyone comes out of it, you know, feeling better, knowing more, being more informed on things. Yeah. I like all that shit, girl. Yeah.
Yes. I love it. Well, thank you for having me. And I hope the fans are happy with our interview. And hopefully some questions were answered. And somebody said, would you do it all over again? Oh, hell no, I wouldn't. I'm good.
If you were standing before Tyra Banks right now, right now. As a matter of fact, come on, Tyra.
Surprise.
No, I'm just playing. Y'all would have fell out and Tyra Banks would have walked in. But if you were standing before her right now, what would you say to her?
I would tell her, of course, thank you for the opportunity. It's really been life-changing. Happy to be your redhead from Texas, but I don't look like a soccer mom. I look good. So you were wrong there, but I still got love for you. I mean, she's an awesome lady, and also now she's a mother. So I would say congratulations. And yeah, so she's a businesswoman. She can get it. You saw her new Smize ice cream she's got going on. Have you tried that?
So listen, I did a live review, like I'm sitting here talking to you about her Smize cream. I posted it on my YouTube channel. I mean,
Okay.
on my Instagram channel, and maybe 12 hours later, on a car ride back to my home from California, Tyra Banks FaceTimed me at like midnight and was
Oh, I
like,
think I saw that.
yes. And I think I'm going to put out the whole entire phone call because I think what I put out was only like 5 minutes, but me and her probably talked for like 20. We talked for 20 minutes. I'm still debating. Only reason why, because, you know, some things you just want to hold to yourself. But she was very sweet. She was very sweet to me. She was very nice. And it is like another proud moment of 2021 that I had Tyra Banks in her bed, because she was definitely in the bed. Like, she was in the bed. Her hair was all fucked up and shit. And she called me.
No,
and
she's sweet like that.
The ice cream is nice.
That exactly. And one thing, it reminded me of her kindness really quickly. The morale in the house was super down. Everybody was sad. People were going home. So one night she surprised us all, and I wish I could remember the name of the restaurant in New York, but she rented out the whole restaurant, shut it down, gave her credit card, and said, let the girls order what they want. And that wasn't supposed to happen. She just did that for us, and that was really kind of her. So I was in, because she's a foodie like me. So, you know, I was like, yes, we don't have to order through our PA. You know, we can order whatever we want on the menu. So it's pretty fun. So it's something she did for us.
I would have tore Tyra's card to pieces, dude. She got it. Trust me, she got it, girl. She around here pimping me out on her reality TV show, girl. Get that bottle, get that steak, get that lamb, get those prawns. Girl,
and I need food for lamb today. And you would order your food for tomorrow, right?
And the next day, after that.
Oh yeah. So that was really kind of her, and that's just kind of how she is. So I'm glad you got to get your phone call in with her.
Yeah, I felt like I was a top model girl. Like, I'm going.
Yes. Do you interview any of the guys from the co-ed cycles? Or
yes.
You
do?
Okay.
Okay. I've done Corey. I've done Adam. Girl, go watch my interview with Adam. Go watch it.
Okay. I will.
I've done Will. I've done a couple of them. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Very cool. I'm going to have to check those out. So, stalk you a little more.
No, I appreciate that. Brenda, I really appreciate you coming here today. I've really enjoyed you. I hope you have a great day. A great day. Everybody watching, please send Brenda positive energy, light, hugs, kisses as we wave goodbye to her for doing an amazing interview on ANTM Top Model Cycle 14.
Yes. Well, thank you, love, and stay fabulous and keep that positive energy. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Be good.
Oh, you too. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye, guys.
That was so amazing. Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to _ Corey Malcolm, as well as Tanya Keeping It Real. Tanya Keeping It Real for sending me some badges during this live chat. I appreciate you guys so much. This video will be uploaded to the Oliver Twixt TWIXT YouTube channel, where you can find this chat and over 105 videos on Top Model. That's interviews, that's vlogs, and I've met some of the girls in person. That's the phone call I had with Tyra. You can find all that there. Guys, y'all know we still doing sponsors, so if you want to promote your product, your services, or your business during this chat, hit me up, and we can talk that thing, okay? Because, listen, Tyra, a businesswoman, she taught me how to be a businesswoman, so I'm a businesswoman. I'm a businesswoman, not a businesswoman. Shout out to Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj. Anyways, guys, I love y'all so much. Be nice out there. Have a fun day. Kiss somebody on the cheek randomly. No, I don't do that. Y'all get locked up fucking around with me. But just be nice today. That's the point. Be nice. Spread some joy and love. And when it's all said and done, be what? Be sure to parade and kegel. Until next time, y'all. Be safe. I love you guys. Bye.